Rick, let's just start with general thoughts on the win, what it meant, and what you thought of the game as a whole.
We just grinded it out. Obviously they threw a lot at us, so we grinded out some really good efforts from some individuals. And, they made a push, and, we did a nice job there at the end. Made most of our chances. Power play was good. PK did a great job in the third. Got to give him a lot of credit. I mean, that power play is as good as I've ever seen. Like, it's dynamite. So I give them a lot of credit. So, yeah, it was a grinding game. Like, we had to grind this win out.
Your top line, so the JT Miller line, saw a lot of McDavid, and the results looked totally different than it did in Game 2. What specific areas did they do, or did your group do a better job containing the top end of the Oilers lineup?
Yeah, I thought the middle of the ice. I mean, they had some stuff. We tell you, you can't contain these guys. They're world class. So there's certain things that you got to try to do. Sometimes it's going to work, sometimes it's not, right? Because they're so good. So I thought we had some good efforts, some guys. The Millsy line, obviously. Then when Lindy was out there, I thought Myers did a hell of a job tonight. He was made some nice blocks. You could go down a list. I just think a lot of guys defended well, and but they had their looks, and got to give them a lot of credit too.
Rick, you've talked about Arturs a lot and how well he's played for you, but what about the performance tonight? Yeah,
the kid's giving us games. It's a big stage, and he's not blinking. He's doing he's coming to every day, and he's working hard. He's working with Clarkie a lot on off days. Low maintenance guy. I don't really see him around too much, to be honest with you. Like, he's just a low maintenance guy, and obviously he's got some, whether it's a small sample size with some pressure games. We talk about the World Championships and all that stuff, but he's played some good, this is good for him. Like, these are pressure games.
The Oilers pressured you guys in the third period, but I think with 3 minutes left, the high danger chances were 1-1. What does that say about the way this group is defending? And even if you're giving up shots, you're not giving up those grade A looks.
I mean, that's just the fabric. That's who we are. We've bought in since training camp. That's the way we got to play. Whether you want to call it Canucks hockey, we don't apologize. That's the way we got to play. That's it. And the guys buy in. They enjoy it. They enjoy it because it's successful right now. But there's certain things we still got to work on, and we all know it. And I thought the coaches did a great job yesterday and today, putting some great video today. Our staff did a hell of a job of a couple of tweaks here and there, and I think it helped us tonight. So I got to give my assistant coaches a shout out. They were great. They did a hell of a job last couple of days.
Edmonton winds up changing goaltenders. You look like you got to Skinner at this point. Do you feel that? Do you feel that in the room, that the players feel confident shooting the puck on him?
I don't know. I mean, honestly, I don't know. I mean, he's won a lot of games for him. I mean, he won 18 in a row, so he's a good goalie. I mean, we don't think any different, to be honest with you. I know I don't.
You had two guys make their playoff debuts tonight, and Carlson. What did you think of their games?
I thought they were really good. I thought I thought Carlson did a nice job. Good intel from the guys down in Abbotsford, of where he could step in there, and I thought Alms did a hell of a job, PK, and I think he played 10 or 11 minutes. I think those guys, I think they could have probably played a couple more minutes. Those guys, they didn't seem out of place.
Rick, back to Arturs. He seems like such an easygoing guy. I guess, what is it about his makeup that the moment is not getting to him? Obviously. Yeah,
I think sometimes his personality is a very quiet guy, but he's a quirky guy. Like he really is. I don't know. He says smile on his face. I don't know. He just walks in, told what to do, and he does it. The moment's not too big for him.
Rick, also on Silovs, can I take you back to Game 1, second period? You're down 4-2 going into intermission. Maybe you have an opportunity to make a goaling change. You didn't. I wonder what that means, just to give your goalie confidence.
Yeah, I mean, you give the hook to goalies on different situations, to give the team a lift, things like that. I just didn't feel he deserved to come out. I don't think it was, was his fault. And I thought we were playing pretty good. So I'm like, and I thought when we made it 4-2. It was actually 4-1 when they scored. We made it 4-2. Then going to the third, and we were making a little bit of a push. I think the guys kind of rallied around him, saying, "Hey, man, we got you." Just like he had our back, in some games. So my thinking was I didn't think it was the appropriate time.
But it's also a statement, though, to him that you're our guy.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm lucky. We got Casey. Casey, like I said, he could definitely be in the net too. I'm not going to rehash what happened, but we got a viable guy too if we need him. And but yeah, Artie's actually obviously playing like it's his net right now. Obviously, he's tonight he was excellent.
I wanted to ask about the tweaks that you mentioned. You gave the shout out to your assistant.
Yeah.
When they had the puck a lot in the third, you guys did a much better job tonight killing plays. Was that part of it? And what did you see that enabled you guys to do that?
Yeah, there's a couple things like that. I think we cut some plays off them. We anticipated. Thought the neutral zone we were better. We took a few things away. They weren't, even when they came through speed, we were still in pretty good structure. I thought we were a little loose last game, a little bit not connected. So those were the tweaks. More connected hockey.
When you think about tonight and the first shift you got from Lindholm, Dakota, and Garland, where they all sort of threw big hits and kind of set the tone for you, just thinking about that line and thinking about what you've got from Elias in particular in the playoffs, I mean, how big's he been in where your club has gotten to after 9 games?
Yeah, I mean, obviously he's, he's a jack of all trades. I'm putting him out there. He just gets off a shift. He might have a shift off. Then I got him go take a big face off. I mean, that's hard to do. He's going. I did it about 7 times. That's a lot of wear and tear. So I think that's where people like him are underrated. Where I might be stuck, and I got to get 2 centers out there. I can get him out there and he just played a shift. So, and then or he plays. If somebody dives in somewhere, he seems to be a guy that kind of can, if you ask, Garland, they say the same thing. He covers up for mistakes. He's not always a flashy guy, but he just gets the job done.